Hello comrades and welcome back to my Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. And I took a little bit of a break, 2 hours from recording to watch the German Classico, Dortmund versus Munich, and Munich won, sadly. So back to gaming, maybe it's happier. So when we last left off, we just escaped the Beerwick Soulstorm, and we're now in the ruins of Kyland Liss. I have no idea how to pronounce these. So, okay, let's go and let's check real quick. Equipment-wise, yeah, I do have a stash, which is basically a group inventory. I could. Oh, look at this. Here we go. Let's put him to my character. We're playing the Cypher still. And lower level of the ruins has been blocked off by fallen rubble.
Sure.
What is this? Is there something in here? Oh, I don't know. Okay. Let's move. Oh, I can zoom.
That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
What happened out there? Siliska shakes her head. Windstorm of a kind that they only get in Ire Glenfith. Not too many people live through them, so it's hard to know what's true. The Glenfathan word is Beerwick. To them it's the gods' way of reaping the souls of the land that couldn't find their own way out. But they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. Still got yours? Who attacked us? Glenfathans. Those be the hub dwellers Odama warned you about. Look to be fangs of Gallowin, who are the twitchiest of the lot. They go ruin to ruin looking for fights with colonists. Poor Odama, I think he half expected this once we lost the main road. The Glenfathans said we trespassed in the ruins. I don't believe that. Odima would never allow it, but as much as the fangs are hotheads, Glenfathans don't attack without being provoked. Either they saw something and got the wrong idea, or, she glances down the passage beyond, or there's looters in here with us. That's not something we need right now. What about everyone else in our caravan? I can't... My head wants to pronounce a name differently than what I know is the right way. So, Siliska lips press together and her chin rumbles. Her voice is faint. The wheels got hold of them now. She looks up. Gods grant them better luck in their next lives. You don't seem too upset about all this. Siliska looks you in the eye, a volatile current running beneath her voice. Maybe you just don't know me enough to know what upset looks like. And maybe I've seen worse too. Seen worse and kept on walking. 'Cause there's nothing else to be done, and 'cause there's other people you care about who still need you. Okay, let's get going. So, let's check the map. Beautiful. It is totally Baldur's Gate 2. So, left and right. I'm a lefty. Politically, not on my hand. So... nothing here. Oh.
Someone else has been here. We should move.
Okay.
Nice and slow.
Let's check the sneak thing. Okay, camping supplies. Mace and hammer and chisel. And here a shield and some kind of thing. Okay. So basically I turned on the sneak here because it reveals, if you have the skill. Do I have some sneaking? I have 1 point in stealth. She has none and he has 2. Because he's a rogue. Then you can find hidden stash. Hidden stashes? Hidden stuff, you know. A lever or some kind of thing. Nothing goes on here. Okay, this way or this way. Let's go this way. Oh! A trembling, sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear. Knobby elbows and thin ribs show through its scaly flesh, but you recognize it as a Xaurip. It watches you cautiously, breathing in ragged sighs. Okay. I don't want neither of those, so let's stand still. The creature cocks its head and approaches you, a soft clicking sound emanating from the back of its throat. The creature sniffs around you and finds nothing of interest. It steps back and resumes its defensive posture. Okay. The Xaurip watches warily as you go. So he's guarding basically this treasure. I have no idea if it's worth it fighting it. Fuck it. I could easily kill it, I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm 100% sure because in my
Look at the tiles. What are those symbols?
Because with the priest I just killed it. Yeah. I chose the god that is aggressive and cruel, so yeah. These look bad.
Keeping quiet.
Yep, knew it. My first playthrough ended here, I just walked in. So it's a trap. Okay. I actually know how to proceed here. So let's first get here. Loot some stuff. The important stuff is... Oh, where is it? This one. These are quest items. So this brilliant blue gem has been sculpted to look like an eye. Because if we read the tattered journal, this small folio is torn in several places and blood has soaked into several of the sheets. One later entry is still legible. However, I can't believe my luck. A few rounds of dice and I've got my hands on a genuine Angwithan artifact. Fellow who had it said it was a pretty nothing as far as he's concerned. He's not willing to go digging in some ruins, but if he's right about this gem leading to a hidden treasure, then that's worth sneaking past a few painted elves. I'll head to Sealand Lease in the morning, then it's just a matter of finding the relief he was talking about. So, there's some relief here that needs this blue gem. As I already played this tutorial, I know where it is. So, we're going into this room.
Those symbols. Just like the tiles.
Okay. Let's click one. A symbol of a patterned circle is inscribed on this pillar. An unlit brazier sits at its base. It could be lit, if you had the means. So I found a torch earlier. So I can light this one, and as you can see, the symbols that I just lit show me which symbols of this kind of thing I can now step on. There we go. So I will light them all. Basically disarming the trap. There we go. I could not return, but there's a side quest I can do here. Let's... Oh. A lesser black ooze. And it's two of them. So, let's start by blinding this one. There we go. These early fights are very, very simple. Believe me when I say it will get very, very hard rather soon. And I just noticed something. The effects volume has to be toned down a little bit or you can't hear me when the fighting commences. Oh. Oh, here's someone there.
Right.
Where'd that slime come from?
Okay.
Shh.
See slime here, everywhere. No idea. Oh, we can click this one. A vicious slick of something dark and tar-like runs down this wall. The shapes and bulges in the ooze suggest that something lies beneath it, but you can't tell what. I do have water skin from earlier on the river, if you remember. Use your water skin to clear off the ooze. You rinse the ooze away, revealing an intricate relief of a man's face. The sunburst surrounding it has chipped away in places, but the details of his head, from the tight curls of hair to the ridges of his pointed ears, still showcase remarkable craftsmanship. One eye socket is empty. A gem fills the other. I do have a gem. The chamber begins to rumble, stray rocks dancing across the tile floor. Finally, a large section of the wall gives way. Gives way, not away. There we go, another black ooze. So, start by... let's use Mind Wave. And
What you need?
other guys
What you need?
can attack. Okay.
Yeah.
Easy fight.
Worth a look.
Oh, I discovered something. What is this? Okay. Minor Cloak of Protection. +5 Fortitude, +5 Reflex, +5 Will. So it's a defensive item. I will put it on to myself. There we go. Higher, here are my defenses, and as you can see, it's pretty low. Yeah, but these characters all have low defenses. It's not a very defensive build here. So let's shorten this. I can double the speed as well. So I can slow and double the speed. Slow is good for fights. If you travel like this with nothing to do, you can just double the speed. And here I will go through one by one. There we go. Because if I step on the fire, it will release the trap and kill everyone. Well, as long as one is still standing, it won't hurt. Well, it will hurt, but it won't.
Fresh air in here. I think we found an exit. Sounds like the storm pass, too.
It won't end the game. Okay. Oh, there we go. Spiderlings.
Yeah. Got it.
What you need?
And let's... Okay. They're already dead. Yeah, spider... The enemies here are not very... Okay. So I left out all of this here. It's actually not very worth it to go there. I'm not concerned about experience, and that's all we can get there. But here... There we go. That's what I wanted. I wanted to stun the big one. You are not the right guy here, but let's do a blinding strike.
What you need?
And you do a knockdown. Oh, already dead. Okay, getting a spider leg. So we have major fatigue. Fatigue
Steady does it.
comes in when you... Ooh, a rapier. When you when you're awake for too long, then you get fatigued. It's basically the game tries to stop you from just running around all the time without taking a rest. So I picked up a rapier. Where is it? There it is. Let's check. Has the same damage as the stiletto. Yeah, I will keep the stiletto. Weapons have different bony, right? This one has like an accuracy upgrade, the rapier, automatically, so it gains gets +5 to accuracy, and the stiletto has a damage reduction bypass. Basically, it's good against higher armor. Well, it's good against any armor, but higher armor especially. So, there we go. We're out of the inner part of the runes, and we're in this part, and
Sure.
let's just move on. Four figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus, an ancient structure of chiseled ardra and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. The figure closest to the machine stands out amongst them. A thick grey beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you have ever seen, and he wears a strange black headdress with two protrusions that jut out like the wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth, and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
That can't be a good thing. Okay, screams of joy, I presume. Is that a Beerwick again? For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and the air is still. Then all at once it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed. Its wall lines with ardra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end, a great pillar of ardra pierces the floor from below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions. Pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered, or. At the base of the pillar now, you see a man with a thick grey beard in ceremonial robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You are walking towards him now at a pace that is hurried, while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. I think we found the bad guy. You awaken to find your malaise has broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and then. An involuntary paranoid tick. Was Yeah, okay. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figures at the machine stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. Heoden and Siliska lie bloody on the uneven cobbles, their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. You're alone and far from help. Gilded Veil may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. And that's why I didn't care too much about my companions. They're dead. Okay, put it in the stash. I can't carry all this shit. Yeah, all of this.
Huh?
You hear the whispers? Okay, here's some shit we can take. Dire cap. Okay. That was like a... I don't know what's called in English. Basically, you use it to, you know, stretch people until they snap. Middle Ages. Okay. I can loot these guys for vessel flesh. Is that like an ingredient or something? This reeking flesh once held a bound soul. With its energy fading, the flesh is entering a rapid decay. Okay. It is an ingredient. Holy... Okay. Hey, that was... That is a steak. Where I can get burnt. Okay. So, it's an ingredient for crafting. I'm not sure if for something useful, but... Okay, this is a world map. Area map. World map. And here you can see... we can see some places. But can't reach them. The only thing we can reach is the Veil Wood. So let's go there. Okay. So... Interesting that I told you it's about soul. So it seemed to me when I saw this for the first time that these guys got their soul just pulled out by this thing. I have no clue what they do with it, but so there we go. One thing first, I actually leveled up. So let's check the level up screen. There we go. Class unlocks. For skills, class unlocks talents. So, I have bony in these things. I want 1 point in stealth. I need 2 points in athletics and mechanics. Mechanics is for open traps and disarming traps and stuff like that. Yeah, there we go. 1 point. I will keep this. Athletics is so I don't get tired as fast as... So, I can get one more power of the ones I didn't choose in the beginning. Don't want this one. What is Frightened doing? Accuracy reduced, confused. Alright, they're running around. Is it one fall? Okay, that's one fall. Charm target fights on behalf of the enemy at a reduced capacity, speed, accuracy, and all defenses are reduced by 25. Charm is exclusive, meaning the character can only have one charmed affliction at a time. A newer one will dispel any order present. This is versus will. Suppose versus will. And this one holds longer. The cast time slow. I don't want slow cast times. I take the Tenuous Grasp, which is a frightened and confusing spell, and I get a talent. Now talents come in multiple varieties. We have offensive, defensive, utility. So basically offensive I could like I do have a rapier equipped, so I could get the bonus accuracy for rapier, +6, so I would equip the second rapier. Stiletto is a ruffian weapon, so I could go for two-handed style, no, not two-handed, two-weapon style, get a dual-wield attack speed, which is good, defensive, some, stuff, utility, also good, and I have claws, which are specific to the cipher, and I prefer to go with these one. So, Soul Whip is basically the thing that grants me focus. Is if I'm attacking, is called Soul Whip. It's a passive effect. I could increase the damage. Invokes a retaliatory strike, stunning an enemy whenever they target the cipher's will defense. So every time someone targets my will, I try to stun them passively. So only one time per encounter, which is not that much. Draining Whip increases my focus per hit, and Greater Focus increases my max focus. I think I'm going for the Draining Whip, because more focus means more spells. And more spells equals more damage, more CC. So that's what I'm doing.
Huh?
You see, my focus has increased by 5. My minimum focus. So,
Sure.
let's cross the Whale Wood. What's up here? Nothing? Oh. Blood moss, whatever that is. You hear the whispers? I hear the whispers. There's something there. Oh, what the fuck? There's something. Something is running. Probably like some kind of... Oh, there's a wolf.
Steady does it.
So you can stealth to... Oh. If you're good at stealthing. If you're a rogue, you can do this and get like crits in.
Let's go.
There we go, worked. Bam! Yeah, didn't do much, did it? There we go, let's start with the tenuous grasp. Oh, no, wait. That was the one where he is my friend now. Okay, worked.
Yeah.
That was not something that I should do. Oh no, he wasn't. Ah, okay. He was confused. That's why he ran and was friendly to me. Confused can have many different stages. The grass is still flattened behind the wagon's wheels. Barrels of cabbages, potatoes, and squash have been overturned and abandoned. So, something to eat. Ooh. Scroll of Tanglefoot. Basically a one-time use for this spell. I can't because I don't have Law 2, right? Oh, I have Law 2. I could use it. Okay, over the bridge. I know we have to go to the south. Who's this fellow?
Good day, stranger.
This man appears to be hurriedly dismantling his camp in quick, jerky movements. He looks up as you approach, his expressions tense and drawn. "Greetings," he says, a little breathless. "On your way south, is it?" He wipes his brow, turning to face you. "The sooner you clear of these woods, the better, I think." So, I want to be diplomatic, right? "I'm only passing through. I mean to reach Gilded Vale. You're headed the right way. Shouldn't be too much further, and there's no missing if you keep to the road." English, motherfucker. Do you speak it? "But you want to keep clear of this place after that. We were just attacked, north of here. Me and a friend of mine. We came out here to hunt some deer. Came up on a bear instead. Great monstrous thing. And Pearly, he didn't make it." He shakes his head. "I don't know what I'll tell his wife. In any case, this forest already cost me a friend. I'm heading home before it takes anything else. Who are you? Name's Naunton. Born and raised in Gilded Vale. Haven't had a spot of luck since. His face twists. Luckier than Pearly, I suppose. In any case, this forest already cost me a friend. I'm heading home before it takes anything else. What happened to your friend? We didn't see it coming. Naunton's voice shakes a little as he speaks. We are following a stag. Pearly, he saw something in the brambles and went tearing off after it. We all but stumbled into the cave. Poor Pearly didn't stand a chance. The bear was on top of him before we knew what was happening. The beasts will take what they will, I suppose. He smiles sadly. And this time, Galawain's favor fell upon the bear. Where did you find this bear? In a cave, a ways up that way. He turns to the point to the northwest. Turns 2 points to the northwest. I wouldn't seek it out if I were you. It was a great brute of a beast. Would hate to hear that it took another life. Farewell. So he told me something about a bear cave in the north. I won't go there. I did once. Yeah. Maybe if I gain some companions or something. Okay. So we crossed the Whalewood real quick. And this is actually the end of what I know of the game. And we will enter Gilded Vale next time. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.